Hi, I'm Mark Beale, and this Flow States in Hypnosis video will look at the questions. What are flow states? How do flow states relate to hypnosis? How can flow states benefit you? Your answers will prepare you for the free Hypnosis for Flow States recording. This is useful because flow is a state of consciousness that enhances peak performance, and hypnosis is a state of consciousness that enhances flow. So let's start with flow. Flow is a natural state that you probably already access. Athletes call it being in the zone. For musicians, it's being in the groove. Some call it being at one, zen, in the now, or tuned in. You could have experienced it in sports or the arts, at work or at play. Flow is a technical term from the field of positive psychology. It was termed by Dr. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi in 1975. Flow has since been the subject of scientific studies in education and music, arts and sports, spiritual practice and computer gaming, and professions from financial trading to software programming. These studies consistently find that those who can regularly access flow have an edge that creates higher achievement, and that comes with less stress and more fulfillment. Researchers began studying musicians, extreme sports people, and performers. Then they studied people from all walks of life. They found many people experienced helpful and enjoyable flow states, from intense experiences to smaller micro-flow, like an engaging conversation. So you've probably experienced flow in many forms. Think of the best experiences you have of doing challenging activities, using all your skills, when you are in the zone. Have you been so immersed in an activity that you lost track of time? Have you tuned out all distractions and tuned in to your highest abilities? Have you ever had the sense of losing track of yourself? Like merging and becoming one with the activity, like finding a creativity that comes from beyond yourself. Using hypnosis, we can ask your subconscious mind to vividly recall your most valuable performance-enhancing experiences of flow. First though, let's get really clear on what flow is and what flow is not. Flow has the following three criteria. 1, it's an activity with clear goals and immediate feedback, and a high level of challenge matched to high level skills. Flow is not triggered if there isn't a high challenge matched with high skills. Instead, other states are created, such as anxiety, where there's a high level of challenge not matched to a high level of skills. Or relaxation. There's a high level of skills, but not a high level of challenge. Or apathy, where there's neither a high level of challenge nor a high level of skills. So think of an activity that was challenging, and one in which you had high skills required to do it. You did not feel relaxation, anxiety, or apathy, or worry, or boredom. You got feedback. So you knew how well you were doing. You were immersed, so nothing distracted you. You merged with the activity. You did great, and you felt great doing it. Preferably choose an activity where you entered into flow spontaneously, and you would like to do that activity in future and intentionally trigger flow. If your flow activities in the past were different to the activities you want to trigger flow in the future, that's okay. During flow, the brain releases dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin that give pleasure, increase performance, creativity, and happiness. The more you focus on any flow, through hypnosis and flow triggering activities, the more you are able to access flow in general. An important part of achieving flow states is developing a high level of skill in the activity. If you have any trouble connecting with an experience of flow, think of areas where you have high skills. If you haven't yet developed high-level skills, work on the skills you want, and flow states will come. So think about times and activities when you had flow in the past. Think about times and activities when you would like to have flow in the future. You'll be able to work on these in the Hypnosis for Flow States recording. Scientific studies have been done into the link between hypnosis and flow. They have found the states are similar and that they can work together. Studies have mainly focused on sports because they have more easily quantifiable skills like golf chipping, basketball free throws, and badminton short serves. Flow states exist in many other areas that are more difficult to measure so precisely. During these studies, research scientists asked 2 questions. Can hypnosis improve athletes' ability to access flow? And does accessing flow improve athletic performance? The answers to both were yes. My free Hypnosis for Flow States download is focused on 1. Using hypnosis to enhance your ability to access flow states, and 2. Using flow to enhance your performance in activities that are relevant for you. So let's look at hypnosis and flow, how they relate to each other, and how they can benefit you. Hypnosis is a state of focused attention that accesses the subconscious mind to gain insights or give suggestions aligned to your ultimate purpose. Flow is a state of focus on a challenging activity, so you become one with it, stepping out of time and out of yourself, yet using your higher skills for peak performance and fulfillment. One quick way to look generally at the difference between flow states and hypnosis is hypnosis states occur when you're inactive as you prepare for activities you will do. Flow states occur when you're active during challenging activities that you are doing. Hypnosis is also about working through subconscious layers, so we do not do activities like unhelpful habitual actions or emotional reactions. So hypnosis can be used directly to enhance our experience of flow, and indirectly to remove blocks to the experience of flow. Hypnosis can also assist with the confidence and motivation to develop the high-level skills required for flow states. My personal experiences of being in flow came as a writer, in sports like flying paragliders and riding motorcycles, and in computer work and social interaction. Once I'd experienced flow regularly, I felt flow was of such significance that I wasn't prepared to accept a profession or lifestyle that included too many barriers to entering the flow state. So I became a hypnotherapist, a teacher of hypnotherapy and NLP over 10 years ago. I switched to a profession that enabled me to be in flow more of the time in my work. The challenge of being present with each unique client or training class, and responding with high skills developed in over a decade of training and experience, requires me to access flow states so I can keep performing at a high level with less stress and more enjoyment. It's my intention that my free Hypnosis for Flow States audio recording will help you to enter flow states more in your life, to improve your performance and enjoyment of your flow activities. So why don't we have more flow in our life? There are many blocks to flow that create anxiety, apathy, worry, boredom, or excess relaxation. We may avoid challenges or not develop high skills for many reasons: low confidence, low self-esteem, procrastination, distraction, unclear goals, demotivation, fear, overexcitement, feeling stuck, compulsive behavior, addiction, emotional reactions. Much of hypnosis is actually dehypnotizing ourselves from the subconscious blocks that prevent us from achieving our goals and getting into flow states. We often have the skills and know what to do, we just don't do it. We don't do enough of what we should do, and we do too much of what we know we should not do. This is where not doing certain actions or states that can block flow can be as important as skillfully doing activities that trigger flow. The Hypnosis for Flow States download is directly about flow states, but all my 100 other downloads on many topics are in a way indirectly about flow. We can find 100 ways to get in our own way, and we can choose calm, clear, confident ease, so we transcend ourselves through optimal, fulfilling, skillful action that flows through and beyond ourself. The scientific studies published in journals detail the structure and hypnotic techniques used with athletes and other test subjects that got their positive results. My free Hypnosis with Flow States audio follows that same structure. To continue to match the scientific process that produced the verified positive results, what you can do is 1. Choose an activity that you would like to do in flow states. 2. Set a baseline for doing your flow activity. 3. Listen to Hypnosis for Flow States once a day for 7 days. And 4. After day 7, do your flow activity again and observe the improvements from the baseline. Hypnosis and flow are both states of consciousness that everyone enters accidentally sometimes. If you're lucky, flow and hypnotic states will come to you for an occasional bonus. If you're smart, you'll go to flow and hypnotic states for a consistent advantage. Check out these references. They're available as PDFs for download and show some of the scientific studies from journals that detail how hypnosis and flow work together for positive results. They're available for download on my website or possibly in the links below. Now you can get your free Hypnosis for Flow States recording from the links below or from my website. So enjoy looking out for your experience of flow states and using hypnosis to enhance your flow states.